Let's have a look at the year-over-year numbers for Stouffville. And at the top, we're going to start with the numbers. So the number of sales across all home types a year ago, August 2024, was 43. In July of 25, that was 59 sales, and peaked at 64 total sales across all home types. Average sale price in a year ago was $1,574,000. In July 2025, $1,155,000, and currently trending at $1,223,000. Now, you have to bear in mind, I say this in all my videos. Yes, overall prices are down year over year. In this case, it's looking they're giving a little pop month to month, but you have to remember that we are looking at all home types, not any specific home type. So if we were just analyzing semi-detached or detached, or that would obviously make a difference in what we're seeing. So what we're seeing now is the number is going to be, the average sale price number is going to be subject to whatever's predominantly selling that month. So if it's more, bigger opposed to more starter homes and condos. So that's going to pull that number around. The SNLR stands for sales to new listings ratio. It tells us out of the homes that came on the market that month, what is the percentage of them that are actually selling. So a year ago in August 2024, 30% of the homes that came on the market in that month sold. July 25, 34% of the homes that came on the market sold. Currently trending in August 2025, 45% of the houses that came on the market sold. So sitting roughly 55% of the houses that came on the market did not sell. So that's a combination of starting to come back, but just less listings hanging around, but also a little less listings coming out, which is traditional and normal for the summertime. Months of inventory remaining tells us no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of consumption or the current rate of buying. How long would it take to deplete that inventory? So a year ago, 5.86 months of inventory in August of 2024, July 2025, 6.4 months of inventory, currently trending at 4.57. And again, we're seeing that slight dip in inventory, less houses coming on the market. And that's obviously going to, that number. But if you over year, 5.86 to 4.57, we're not a total from where we were a year ago either. Sale price to list price ratio, homes selling 97% of ask a year ago, 97% of ask in July 25, and August 25, 96% of asking. So we are seeing that it is taking longer for homes to sell. It is a buyer's market. Buyers really have choice right now. And there is a lot of inventory sticking around. 5 months of inventory, 4 months of inventory is quite a bit of inventory. I would say a normal balance market would be about 3 months of inventory, but honestly, I haven't really seen that balance market. It comes in blips, but it stay. Like I'd say 15 years ago, yeah, we saw a lot of that market. It was taking on average about 3 months for a home to sell. Now we're not seeing that. We're seeing a lot more instability, a lot more downs than what we ever saw. Back when I first got into real estate. Now, days on market to get a home. So under the current listing, August 24 would have taken 41 days to get a home sold, but that home would have been on the market a total of 53 days on average. July 25, 32 days to get homes sold. Again, that home on average would have been on the market total listings or revisions at 49 days. And currently the number's trending at 44 and 57. So the actual time to get a home sold is going up. So that is something that it's not uncharacteristic of the summertime of the timing. We are seeing that in the market. So, for sellers right now, again, I've probably my last couple of videos, not a time to test. If you're serious, this year that if you're buying, you get serious about buying or selling, sorry. And really it's the same for buying. For buying, you just got to get your offers written and put them in, because you just never know what someone's going to say. A written offer is the only offer. A verbal offer, not an offer. Talk to your agent about writing an offer. That's not an offer. You got to write it. You got to submit it, and you got to see what they say. I can tell you, out of the clients I've been working with lately, I can't tell you the amount of offers I've sent in. I'm not even getting a response. And that's fine, because no response is a response. And for sellers out there, I feel you're right now. I talk to a lot of agents each week, and the general consensus is they're all like, man, I'm running out of stuff to tell my clients because things have been sitting on the market so long. And it's really about, as a realtor, always this. I had a coach tell me this early in my career. For clients, is the truth. Like, you've been with the attitude of you'd be disappointed in me now than mad at me later. And so that's just where my business has been this year. I'm not looking to take on business, not going to get paid. Just to be very blunt, it's one of those things. We work, we do it to get paid. So, I've been a lot more careful about what I take on this year, because if it is a seller that's just in the market, I don't want that. I don't want it because it's not the market to do. It's a market where you have under a month of inventory, a couple of weeks of inventory. Yeah, those are slam dunks. Usually the market, this market, not that market. So a lot more selective, a lot more hanging around. So, as a seller, you definitely want that your price is lined up, and or the condition of your house presented and marketed online. So if anybody has any questions about any of this information, how that would pertain to your particular home, feel free to reach out to me.